Right, so we're here for round one here in Austria in Tier 1 for Season 8 to get back underway again. Oh yeah, it's popped up for me now. Is it not in the... I think... Uh, game one. Oh, yeah. Oh, party order. There, now you should be able to. Yeah, that one or not.
Now we're here.
Yeah, there we go. Right, so Charlie Ark out first on the softs for Ferrari, it seems.
So
Not many people not many people picking enters for a change. It
is
seems
that
to be.
it might rain or will it rain soon? Maybe. Maybe
It's
everyone because everyone's gone out
very
as soon as
overcast.
possible though, right?
Yeah, it's very overcast, and not many people are picking mediums either. So maybe it's raining in 5 minutes. That'll make it interesting.
Maybe someone can let us. No, actually not because someone's gone out on the inters. Thunder's gone out on the inter. But yeah, no one else
Unless
is
he's
really
just not
messing around.
looked.
Yeah, unless he's getting absolutely screwed.
Unless he's got a different plan to everyone else. Trust the process.
Yeah, let go. But
Right, so
yeah, everyone out on drives very fast. No one's really messing around the inters apart from Thunder.
everyone's straight out on track. So Charlie first one away on his first lap here. Around turn 1, not hitting the curb, which many people tend to do, keeping the car nice and settled going up towards turn 3. Another hard braking zone where he seems to spot it well and turn it in perfectly, gets good on the traction there. And it is looking very overcast now. It might be going to rain by the end of this. The Haas only just gets out of the way there. That was very close. Good traction out back corner as well. He's keeping good pace on the softs. If this is the final time, he will get in, so it will be an important one if it is going to rain. And of course, this fastest sector 2 is the only one setting a time at the moment. As he rounds the final corner to set the first time for everyone to chase. 104.2.
I do believe that's nice for Q1.
You're the more experienced person in that. I mean, what times are quickest and which aren't, as Luke goes top.
That's close.
That's really close between them. And the mediums are right up there as well. Dune managing to slot in
the offset about
P5.
3/10 to the medium.
Roadrunner splits them, so it's really tight for the top 3 at the moment.
That's my driver, let's go.
As your driver, the person in your seat goes quickest.
Your driver's a buff in the pit lane.
Yeah,
They're chilling.
it can't be raining then if they're just sitting in the
Yeah,
pit lane.
definitely. I think people just want to get on lap forward.
I mean, unfortunately, Viper not here today, so he can't defend his title for round 1 at least.
I'm sure he'll be fine. I don't think he needs round 1.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe. Depends. Your teammates definitely put down a good banker there. Who finished second last season? I believe it was Leo. May have won it. Might.
What were you saying? Last season? What?
Yeah, didn't Leo finish second?
Yeah. Him and Viper were 1 and 2 most races.
So he's one to watch, and we'll be looking to get 25 points over Viper this race if he can. Yeah, both Aston Martins still not gone out for a lap yet. Not sure what's happening in that garage between them two, but Leo continuing his lap. I do believe he's the closest person on a lap. As Minty actually slotted it in P6 there. As he keeps it valid out of
Use the
final
limits
corner.
there, I like it.
Yeah, and just... It's about 3.5 gap to P1, so your replacement William has done a really solid lap there. And I don't think he'll even need to go again with that lap on the table. as we've got Nova, who invalidated in turn 1 or the final corner. So he'll be looking to go again.
What do you think the cutoff will be?
Tier 1, I reckon it's going to be a 104.5.
Nah, I think we're looking like 0.2 maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I think well the guys in the mediums are definitely strap on the soft if needs be.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But there's a lot of fast guys in here.
Yeah, I mean Rooster, what I saw of him in tier 2, he definitely had the qualifying pace to be always up there.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just trying to find anyone else who is starting a lap, and I don't think anyone is at the moment, apart from Nova, who might be going for a second attempt here after invalidating the first run. Medium tyres, was that wide there? He might have, yeah, he invalidated again before the start of the lap. So Nova's going to be under pressure when he gets into the pit lane. Medium tyres, was that? Yuki Tsunoda and Thunder both on outlaps here, and they'll be the next to start a lap. I do believe Tsunoda's going to go first. In the Williams, backing off now, never mind, so it's going to be Thunder who's going to be the next to set a lap. Go on board for this flying lap.
Yeah, harmless in the Williams, Yuki Tsunoda. He is a tier 3 driver, but he wants to drive, deserving of the tier, 2 tiers.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited to see what he can do. I like he's taking on the challenge. I like it.
Maybe if he gets into the points, he's done an amazing drive. Then if Thunder,
yeah, 1000%.
So Tsunoda, the only one on a valid lap time here, getting a nice toe off for Haas, who stays to the right side. Let's see if he can spot his braking point. 2.5 tenths up almost in sector 1. He's got a bit more time to find if he wants to guarantee his place in Q2, as so few drivers get to set a lap time. As he manages to get on the power nicely through turn 4 and taps a wheel in the grass. That's not going to be optimum for grip, but he's managing to keep it tight. And let's see how much he's up now. He's up 5 tenths.
Mega.
He's definitely improving.
He's the limit through that, you know. I like it.
As he goes through the last 2 corners, probably easiest corners to invalidate your lap. Uses all the track on the outside, and he crosses the line to do a 104.9.
Decent from harmless, decent. He's just behind everyone else, as a driver 2 tiers down.
Yeah, definitely not a bad lap time at all. Thunder next on a lap after recharging his batteries, getting a nice toe from the Alfa Romeo in front. I do believe that's a Rooster. Play on the brakes, rear end really slid through there. Definitely warming up the tyres. As, let me just double check that. One of the Aston Martins is out on the wet compound tyre. Maybe just checking the setup or getting used to the track. But cutting it fine with timing, as Thunder still flying on his lap, 2 corners to go. Let's see if he can improve. Where can he get up to from P18? Not setting a lap time yet. Using most of the track available to him, it is going to be an improvement, and putting in P7 with the 104.2. It's a solid lap time by Thunder there, and might be, according to you, the cut-off, a 104.2. Who is the next driver? Nova. Back out on the same medium, so he will have done 4 laps on these, I think. No, 3 laps. So quite worn out medium tyres. We'll see where he manages to get this Williams car. I do believe some people are on a lap ahead of him, so we'll just try and find who that is. I believe Rooster is. He is on the soft compound tyre, yet to set a lap. He had to do another preparation lap by the looks of things, so we'll see if they manage to keep it all together through these final corners. As nice exit, good on the power, DRS activated, crosses the line, slots it in P12. Which, is that going to be enough to get him through? I'm not sure, with Kitten managing to go P18 on the wet weather compound tyres. OKA goes up to 14th there, an improvement by 3 tenths. Solid lap time. He might need to go again if he wants to see Q2. As I do believe we've just had AlphaTauri cross the line. I don't think it was an improvement. Nova invalidates again. And he's not going to have the ERS for a good lap here, and I don't think he's going to have to hit this lap in order to get another lap time on the board, because he does not have the battery to do a full lap here. As you can see, the red light flashing as soon as you drop below 10%. And he should be thinking about pitting this lap, or he might just try and get a lap on the board. And everyone else just waiting now, apart from Senor Pepe. He's out on track, getting ready for his final lap time. As Nova is going to dart into the pits. Not Nova, sorry. OKA is diving into the pits, followed by MKK. So is Nova going to set this lap? No, he is going to pit.
He's got 5 minutes, he's got plenty of time. Both Astons haven't done a proper lap either, which is a bit scary, because you saw him pin it down to just 1 or 2 laps, right? If you mess that up, then you're in the mid.
Only issue with Nova now is tyres are going to be not great. The medium's already doing 6 laps, so he'll definitely want to bolt on a pair of softs for the final lap time. As Pepe, the only driver out there, I do believe, on a hot lap for Alpine, currently running P10. We're going to see if he's got an improvement through Sector 2 here as he goes through the split. And he is up 5 thousandths of a second. He's going to have to find a bit more time in the final sector if he wants to move up some places. So what can car number 3 do as he comes out the final corner? Good traction once again, shown by most of the drivers here. It's an improvement by a 10th and a position. So that's P9 for the Alpine driver. And we are waiting on some more drivers to do some laps. It's going to be Mitchak now in the McLaren.
Mitchak.
I tried.
He's starting a lap, I think, right?
Yeah, he's just started a lap now, managing to keep it valid through turn 1, which I can say from experience is a lot harder than it looks. I do believe that, yeah, Thunder and Minty also out on outlaps, as well as Nova, who has put on a pair of soft tyres. So what sort of time is the McLaren driver finding here through Sector 2? Is it going to be enough to move him up some places? He is 500ths down. Yeah, that is...
Hopefully some time in the last sector.
As he crosses the line, it's only a
slight improvement, but no improvement on position.
Only 1 thousandth behind.
Get around again, but I don't know.
Depends how much fuel he's put in the car, I suppose. Who else? Thunder has invalidated his lap. Minty getting a nice toe off the Alfa Romeo ahead of Rooster. So we could see an improvement here for the AlphaTauri driver, currently running P8. But no one has got close to Williams' time, who's still topping Q1 with 103.5. Oh, Minty going around the final 2 corners here. Let's see if he can keep it all valid. Yes, he does. And what time is it going to be across the line? It is going to be a slight improvement of 600ths, but no improvement in position, unfortunately.
Well, I guess every bit of time counts, right? It can prove crucial by the end of the session.
Yeah, especially if you're already up. No, you're just trying to make sure no one else beats your time, essentially. Currently, the cutoff is a 104.5 set by OKA, who's currently on the lap now in the other Mercedes. And he is up by 4 tenths.
No, it's been a good lap from Mocha so far, actually. I've liked the look of this, certainly.
It definitely looks like he can maybe disrupt that top 10. In fact, he definitely should be disrupting that
Nice.
top 10 with
the limit
4
from Oh, I like that. I love that lap.
Right on the line.
Yeah, brilliant.
6th improvement, P3. Both Mercedes up there. Mercedes looking strong in round 1. I do believe.
I wonder how T3's doing. Let me try checking.
Rooster.
But light retires. He thinks he's safe. What happened?
Rooster right up there. Goes P4, so it is Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, Mercedes, Alfa Romeo. It looks like.
We were talking about Rooster's qualified pace last season. He's brought it straight to Tier 1. I love that.
Yep, straight up there into the top 4. So definitely setting the standard. There's Shaney out the final corner, looking to get out of that bottom 5, and he does. He goes up to P4.
North retires in P11. He, I believe, thinks he's safe.
Just getting across the line there to start his only soft lap, it looks like, and quite a few people in the bottom 5. Dune and Midshak are both.
I think Dune lagged out. Because that's someone for an invite. I'll invite him.
Yeah, it is going to be both McLarens out. Yeah, I haven't seen Dune out on track for a while, so it might be a disconnection from Dune. Sonoda going round the final 2 corners here. Is he going to manage to improve? No, he's pitting this lap. As Impulse also pits. So 1 Aston Martin is going to be out of this
3
race.
cars out
Out
already.
of this qualifying.
Luke needs to finish his lap, which he's about to do now.
Looking to
He's
knock
looking
out
pretty
the
decent
Haas.
from the Aston Martin TP. Safely through.
And that, I do believe, is...
Rafa to the line now, he's in 16th.
Oh,
Big lap, up to P9. There's an Alpha Tauri on a lap, but I don't know if he has enough ERS to finish, if I'm being totally honest.
he's going to be slower through the final sector, but he
Nicholas
only
is
needs
going
to find
again.
800.
Nicholas wants prior to P1. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he wasn't on a lap, I don't think. He's just doing another
Oh, invalidates.
Ah, that's an Alpha Tauri
Final
out.
corner.
They chucked out the other Alpha Tauri, but Minty survives, Nova survives. We lose MKK Jr., Michaki, Impulse Neo, Dune, and Harmless. Who put in a great showing considering he's Tier 3.
Yeah, and he was not far off some of the
Not at
Tier
all.
1 drivers' time. But topping Q1, absolute domination by 3.5 tenths. William in the Mercedes. It could be a Mercedes versus Alfa Romeo race here for P1 with them two, because OKA is also still not far out that. So just recapping our bottom 5. Both McLarens out in Q1. Not the greatest qualifying for them at the moment. Let's see if they can maybe pull it back in the race. Because that's where the points are scored. And you were
definitely.
exactly right with the cutoff.
But,
exactly right.
Yeah, Michaki was really good the preseason. Michaki's a great driver. I definitely think he'll make up places in the race. Dune showed for last season as well that he likes to make up a lot of positions in the race too, so it's not all lost for the McLarens, I don't think.
Yeah, Dune I like to just call Tyre Whisperer. Just how he keeps going on the same set of tyres and he's still closing in on you. It's a scary sight when he's behind you. So into Q2 and it is still not raining, fingers crossed. So I don't think we got any rain planned. I'll just
Yeah, I doubt
double
it.
check.
Someone would have said by now.
So was it just a random choice to sit out this race, or?
No, it certainly
You
wasn't
just-
a random choice. I completely researched myself with a good driver.
I thought you said this was your favorite track.
In terms of that drive, I got top 1% on time trial, which is the first time I've ever done that in an F1 game. But yeah, there was no chance when I saw the possibility that I was gonna risk myself over this.
Shaney gonna be first on track here. I'm assuming most will be going out on worn soft tyres, but maybe
Some may delve on the new. Oh, but yeah, a lot of people I think probably will fancy using the set they used in Q1. I don't know.
yeah, definitely just to get their banker on board. Well, apart from Luke, that is, in the Aston Martin, he's out on the intermediate tyres. So you were spot on with the cut-off in Q1. What do you think the cut-off in Q2 is going to be?
Right, Joe, I'll call the shot of 3.9 this time.
3.9.
Bump it up 3/10. Yeah, I
You know
think
what, I'm gonna
just
go-
gonna be in the threes.
I think I went too high last time, so I'm just going to go a 3.8.
Yeah,
So
I
anything
think
lower, I'm close.
it's gonna be. I think sub 4 is impressive lap to get through, certainly. Shaney, I believe, first on a lap, right?
Yep, Shaney first on a lap.
I like that
as
turn
he-
1. I thought it was quite nice.
Yeah, definitely managed to keep the speed going through turn 1 there. Turn 3 I always find difficult,
Yeah,
just trying to get hooked
uphill,
in.
Yeah.
And he seems to do that well. Good thing about on anyone who uses pad through turn 3, you can just full throttle it straight out of there. As continuing on his lap, he's going to have his teammate getting out the way for him here as he continues to the end of Sector 2. We're already in Q2. As what is going to be the time that they're all going to be chasing as he comes to the penultimate corner here, followed by the final corner, probably the two quickest corners on the track. Keeps
He
it valid.
kept a little safe there,
Yeah.
I think. Went a little safe.
twitch up
4.5. On the used, I don't think that's bad for a first lap.
No, definitely not on the used set of tyres if that is what is on his car. Who is the next driver to cross the line? I do believe it is going to be the Red Bull of Luke.
Lights, maybe? I don't know which one it is.
I think it's Luke. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, light
crosses
invalidated.
a-
It would have been light being invalidated.
Ah,
4.1, big lap from the Ghoul. Well, who was the Ghoul? Now he's just Luke Guy. Preferred the
and
Ghoul
Nova
name.
now. Other former Tier 2 driver managed to slot it up in at P3 there.
Yeah, just behind Shaney, so not bad, not bad.
As,
Rafa pips them.
yeah,
It goes just P2. Big lap from Rafa. Rafa used to be. He had a rougher last season, didn't race all the races, but the season before in 22, Rafa won like 3 races in Tier 1. It was beautiful.
yeah, and then Leo goes fastest. Is that a U set? I'd say so, but not 100% sure. As I do believe that's an Alpine of Senor Pepe about across the line in valid lap time. Oh, big snap for William out of turn 4 there, losing the rear of the car. Not the greatest of places you want to be losing it.
Man, it's looked like a good lap apart from that though, I think. It's been nice and on the limit.
Especially on the used tyres, it looks like.
Oh, didn't quite bite from there. Still a big lap.
103.5, mirroring his first time in Q1. Well, his only time in Q1, because that's all he needed. 3 temps clear once again of P2. Thunder is on a valid lap time. Pepe has validated once again, unfortunately for him. We'll see where Thunder manages to slow it in the top 8.
Yeah, Thunder showed a pretty good pace towards the end of last season. Goes P3, yeah, great lap.
Good. Solid lap by the Haas driver. So at the moment
Pepe
we have a 3 temp gap from William to Leo, then a 3 temp gap from Leo to Thunder. Yeah. But a lot of drivers still yet to set a lap time. Minty is going for another lap here on the mediums. William is...
Whoa! Minty spins!
Wait. Oh, out of turn 1. Yeah. Probably the most likely place you will spin on this track.
Interesting. I mean, I'll let him do his thing. I'm not going to question him. That looks really nice as well.
And these are used tyres as well. Well, extra used now.
Down. Yeah, I don't think this is a smart idea. I didn't advise him to do that, put it that way. But maybe so you thought he had a little moment, right? Maybe he wants to just go again and try to correct that.
Yeah, perhaps.
It's looking very nice though, but it's just not as grippy. Because obviously the tyres a bit worn. Was it here where he had it before?
Used the best. It was the turn 4 he had it before. He is only
he's still down.
down.
Yeah, I think he should reflect.
It looks like he's going to finish the lap.
No, yeah.
Oh, no, dives in last second.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, I don't think that was smart of him to try doing another. But he could try, to be fair. I respect it.
Yeah.
Who's up? The light is about to finish one. In the Red Bull. Oh. Can he go up to P3? Great lap from Light. Just behind Nicholas in the Alpha.
Have we got anyone else on a lap? I think Luke in the Aston Martin. Oh, big snap.
Oh, invalidation. Yeah, he'll have to go, and that's unfortunate.
Rooster will be the next. Luke's going to have to get out his way ahead. And he does quickly. Rooster just keeping it valid there, using all the track available to him as he's going to cross the line. Let's see what the qualifier can do. P10, it's a solid lap time for Rooster. I think he'll definitely be putting on some new tyres and going again with that. Right on the cusp. Maybe, so we estimated a 3.9 as the cut-off. Just going through all the drivers here. Leo crosses the line, a 10th lost on that lap, so doesn't manage to improve, unfortunately for him. Nova is flying. He's a 10th up in Sector 1.
Love Nova.
Only driver on the lap now, I think.
Unless Senor Pepe. Yeah, Senor Pepe's on one, but he's behind Nova on the track. Leo Maya might be on one as well. No, he's not.
Leo just finished his lap. It was, did a 3.9.
Nova about to come up to the middle split now. Let's see if he's up, if he's down. Where is he? He's nearly 3/10 up. This is a big lap from Nova so far. I like it.
Let's see where he managed to slot it as he crosses the line, going through the final corner.
Oh, it's wide.
Ooh,
It's
that's an
invalid.
invalidation there, and that's going to be next lap as well.
Very easy, yeah, and this and next, that's a pain for him, yeah. He went 4 tenths up on that as well. And there'll be more time that last corner, just went wide. That's unfortunate. That'll happen, though, to a fair few people, I imagine.
Yeah, he would have been around P5, P6 there with that lap, I do believe. So he'll definitely need to get around the track quite quickly as Pepe crosses the line. What time is he going to manage to set? First time of the session, a 4.7. He'll definitely need to be going again. And I think he'll hit this lap, or is he going to try and charge his battery up? As Luke, the only driver on a lap here, had a mistake his last lap. Only driver yet to set a banker lap, so it's a bit late into the session. It's going to have to be a bit more than a banker now, as he's going up into turn 3.
Yeah, and it'll be important to get a good lap on the board now, because he doesn't want to leave it too late. You don't want to leave it too late and pin on lap. A little squirrely on the exit 3 there, but I'm sure it'll be all good.
Going to cost him a bit of time all down this straight now. Let's see if he can hook up the braking here into turn 4.
Yeah, I think that's a nice XL that corner, certainly. Good rotation. Down to 5th gear. Nice and on the limit there. This bit where you've had it last time goes a lot safer this time. Smart wants to get that lap on the board.
As he's pitting.
Is he?
I guess he didn't like his mistake through 3.
Yeah, I guess
So
he wants to go again, right? And you know, there's not too much time left in this session, so I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. Great lap from Oka, and do you know what? He had a little moment at the last corner there. He had to get on throttle a little later, so I think there's certainly more time in that last corner for him too. So a great lap from Oka in the Mercedes.
Yeah, very close to
Is
breaking
Rafa
into
on a
the
lap?
freeze.
I think so. Both our Hasses, I believe, are on a lap consecutively behind each other, Rafa and Thunder. Thunder 4 tenths up. Thunder 4 tenths up? He's going to go P2 at least with this lap.
That could be a huge lap for
Maybe
Thunder. At the moment, we got
Rafa first of the line.
Rafa. Where is he going to manage to slow it? Currently P9, jumps up to
P4.
P4. Where's Thunder going to
now.
go?
P2.
P2.
Big lap from the Hasses. The Hasses look really good.
Q1, we thought it might have been a Mercedes versus Alfa Romeo, but here comes Thunder straight into P2 there with that lap.
Yeah, brilliant lap from the
him.
Haas. The Haas, great showing so far from them. They'll be happy with that.
Shaney as well, just managed to slow it in P4. Solid lap time by him.
Yeah, that's a great lap from Shaney. Yeah, I missed that even. Yeah, mega from Shaney. He said he was struggling. He's a complete liar. A brilliant lap.
He's sandbagging.
Yeah, that's the one.
So if they're going to go again, they're going to have to be thinking about getting out the pits pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a move on, certainly. Oka's just got himself to the pit lane not long ago, so if he wants to go in, he's definitely going to need to get a move on. But yeah, people coming out, Minty coming out, the Ghoul coming out, Nova coming out.
So who is going to be the first one to be going on a lap? It is going to be... Oh, Nova's just been overtaken. It's going to be Luke or the Ghoul.
Yeah, the Ghoul. His I refer was a Ghoul because I refer to a form of fitness, Luke.
Yeah, that... It'll stop the confusion.
Yeah.
If I keep saying Luke overtakes Luke.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't get too close to the rails. I might get a little confusing. Yeah, Luke, aye. About to start his lap.
Let's see what the Red Bull can do here. How's his turn 1 looking? Looks pretty solid through turn 1. No issues through there. Keeping a tight line through turn 2 onto turn 3.
Yeah, 10th up. Purple, apparently. I'm not sure how true that is, but I'll confirm that now. It might be, I think it is. I think it's purple.
So more time to find at the end of the sessions, it seems, as the track is ramping up.
Yeah, good start of the lap from the Ghoul. Ooh, a little bit on the ABS there. Bit of a lock up, but I think I helped them a little with rotation, if anything, so...
Well, the top 4 happy with their times. They're staying in the pits, and he's up 3 tenths.
Big from the Ghoul here.
He is absolutely flying. If he's got some time to find in this final sector, he'll definitely try and see if he can sniff it out into the final corner.
I think it was
huge
slide. And that cost him massive lap time, but he still
and
goes
it's still
P2.
4 tenths.
What?
What a lap time by the
He
Ghoul.
certainly would have got P1 if it wasn't for that. Next
who have we got
is
to cross the line?
Nova, who finished. I don't know if he finished lap or but no, Nova did finish lap. Nova improved 5 tenths that we just missed. And Minty improved a lot, as you said. Yeah, big lap for Minty.
We got Charlie next, going round the final corner. Is he going to manage to improve? Here we go, coming across the line. P9 knocks Nova out.
Knocks Nova out.
Next across.
To be close.
P7.
Roadrunner next. P7.
Okay, 8 is on a lap.
Kitten next. Farmer Kitten Luke. Where can he put it? P2. Big lap.
Solid lap time by the Aston Martin driver there. So we've got a Red Bull crossing the line or going into the pits. And crossing the line, that's light. He's finished.
He's done. So Senor Pepe, 4 tenths up as well. He's in P15. So these are the people that need a hook now. Orkun's one of them too. On a lap. Down in P12.
He needs this lap time across the board. Does Pepe? Can he manage to improve by a solid chunk? He goes P13. All eyes on OKA as he crosses the line, and it is not going to be an improvement, unfortunately. He's going to stay P12. As recapping of 5 drivers who have been eliminated from Q2 is Charlie Ark in the Ferrari, OMG OKA in the Mercedes, Senor Pepe in the Alpine, Nova in the Williams, and a surprise one for me, I'll say Rooster in the Alfa Romeo, P15, bottom of the session, 3 tenths off.
He was amazing in Q1 as well, wasn't he? So yeah, it's a shot.
Yeah, it's right up there. So there's no more cut-offs now. Who do you think is going to take pole position here in Q3? Be a strong contender to put your money on William. He's topped both sessions so far.
Yeah, but
Topping.
I'm just thinking how much time the Ghoul had in his Q2 lap, because he took such a big slide the last corner and still was just behind.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of time through that. Both. He had a slide through the penultimate corner as well. So that could have quite easily cost him a 10th or 2. So maybe it could be a closer pole fight than I first thought in Q1
Also,
when William
I
went
called
3
the cut-off
tenths.
time again. 3:09.
God's sake. Well, no cut off this time. Who do you think is going to take pole? Let's see if your predictions are
I'd like to
the
back
money
my
this
driver,
time.
right? I'd like to back my driver.
So you think William is going to take pole? I'm going to back my driver. I'm going to back Luke. I believe. Nova in the chart saying first time ever not making Q3 there.
Oh, Nova! Another round? Oh, you're joking me. Nova's an amazing
Nova.
qualifier as well, usually. It was strong qualifying pre-season too, to both Q3 appearances.
Alright. Luke not wasting any time this time. He's usually the last one out on the inters or on the wets. This time straight out on track.
Yeah,
not wasting
he's not
any time.
messing around now, is he? I don't blame him.
He knows he's definitely got a chance for this pole position. He's been up there in both sessions, so getting a bit of a move on this time, and we've also got Leo out on track as well. So we've guessed who is going to be taking pole position. What do we think the pole position time is going to be?
Oh, we want to call times?
I think it's going to be a 103.3.
I think 3:2. I think we've seen it be getting around about 3 tenths faster a session. There or thereabouts. So yeah, I'm going to call it 3:2.
I'll call a 3-3. As Luke, the first driver to be going on a lap here. One of the tracks where you can do 2 cool-down laps, but as he crosses the line on the hill up to turn 1, let's see if he can take this corner well. It seems like he can. and it just depends who is going to be using used tyres. Not many people should be for Q3. These should all be fresh. As obviously goes purple in Sector 1, being the first one to go through it. So Nova confirming Luke is on a scrubbed set of tyres here. So he's saving a Peresoso race, it would seem. And William made it through on scrubbed tyres in Q2.
Yeah, I think they were maybe scrub.
So what is going to be the first time for them all to chase here, set by the Aston Martin driver, keeping it not so tidy through the final corner, but definitely keeping it facing the right direction, a 104.1. So that is a good indicator that is scrub tyres. As we do have the next driver to cross the line, who is going to be Leo.
Serial front runner in his last season. What's he going to lay down? 4.45. You must have made a mistake in that because I still think he's been all there.
As who is the next driver? Minty is starting an outlap. It is going to be Roadrunner next to cross the line. Ooh, huge slide, and he's round right before the final corner. Just got out of shape. It looked like he got on the curb too much, and round went the Ferrari.
Good guy,
the goal, 4 points.
He's got an amazing pace in qualifying as the goal, actually. A serial challenger for putting that out.
So it looks like Shaney has invalidated his lap, unfortunately. It's going to be William, the next driver, to set a time.
Why is Minty on the medium for Q3? Does he know something I don't?
He trusts the process.
Yeah, just the process, man.
Trust the process.
Do a thing.
So here comes William round the final corner. Is he going to manage to top the session? He's done it twice. Yes, he is. 3.0. There goes our predictions. We'll throw him out the window because he smashed them. A second clear of the grid at the moment. Minty crosses line on the medium compound and does slot in P6. And don't think a lot
when you have the stream, put the link in the self-promotion channel.
Alright.
I'll ping you where to put it.
Just put the link.
There. Put it there.
Okay. Don't need to at anyone, I'll just
I'll do it.
As Light has invalidated his time currently. Just checking who else is on a flying lap. And I don't believe anyone is at the moment in time. And the first person to be going on a flight is Light.
Light has good rough pace too, but I believe he can be up there on his there. Rafa starts a lap 2, everyone else is either in the pits or out low.
Keeps it smooth through there. He had a bit of a moment through turn 3, did Light, so maybe not finding the most time available. Maybe a scrub set of tyres, or he might need to be on again, but apparently it's fastest sector 2. I'm not sure if it is, but soon about to find out as he's going through the penultimate corner now. Keeping it together, not spinning the car around as he does invalidate through the final corner. Wait. Next driver to do a lap is Rafa. As he goes through the 2 final corners. Is he going to manage to improve? He's gone wide and stayed wide to set the lap time, and he's done a
Who did that?
3.8. Rafa in the hats as Luke's about to cross the line as well, and he invalidates, improved by 5 tenths. He would have done a 3.5. So at the moment stays 5th fastest. Who just jumped up? It was Shaney. Shaney goes P2 in the Alpine. Solid lap time by him, but no one can get close to William. Just checking who else is on a lap here. Four minutes left of the session, so people will be pitting to put on their final sets of tyres to go out once more. And I do believe it's going to take a lot to beat William at the top there, as he's currently 6 tenths clear of the rest of the grid. Leo could be a contender for that, just starting a lap time now. Done an extra lap to burn off the excess fuel, it seems, as he's going up to the end of Sector 1. He is 700ths up on the time at the moment, managing to get good traction through Turn 3. DRS activated for the third DRS zone here in Austria, as he's going to try and spot his braking zone. Keeps the car straight through there, using all the track available to him, as he's going to be coming to the end of Sector 2 here. Let's see if he's managing to improve, as he has a huge snap into the gravel. And that is going to be his lap time pretty much over here, as he is going to continue. No, he is boxing her. Is Roadrunner on a lap? No, he managed to slide P3. I didn't notice that. Roadrunner top 3 in the Ferrari. Thunder is on a lap though. He's put some solid laps on the board before. Let's see if he can manage to do it again.
Oh, wide. No. Yeah. And that's qualifying done, I think, as well. I don't think I'll time unless he has the fuel. He's getting the earth back off, but I don't know if he has the fuel for it. Also, Shady's on course for a provisional P2. If Shady gets a front wheel start, that'll be amazing. Wow, wait.
One person who is going to be feeling the pressure is Light. He has not set a lap time yet, so he's going to have no delta to go off. He's just going to have to wing it and get a lap time on the board. But one person to check on their outlap here. Currently 5th fastest, the Ghoul in the Red Bull. Let's see what the German can do for his final lap here, as he's about to start as he goes round the final corner. We're going to go on board with him for this lap. Let's see if he can manage to disrupt William at the top. So far, an impressive lead by the Mercedes driver. Through turn 1, a bit cautious there, but getting on the power nice and easy as he's approaching turn 2, which is of course flat, into turn 3 here. Late on the brakes, 200
purple
up on
allegedly, which means he's probably running a lot of straight line speed, right? Like a purple in 1.
Yeah, he must have just a straight line speed, which will definitely help in the race, because most overtakes will be done on the straights. It's a lot harder to overtake through sector 2 and 3. Well, sector 3 mainly. OJ has to lift a lot through that corner. That suggests he's running a very high straight line speed setup, as is his teammate, who stays on the racing line there. Not ideal for the Ghoul, as he's going to be the first one to finish this qualifying session off, as he goes 3.6. Who is the next one to cross the line? I do believe it is a Haas of Thunder. Here he goes. He went for a second lap. He crosses the line. 3/10 improvement. P4 for Thunder.
Nice. Minty's about 4 something tenths up. I don't know where this will put him. Maybe around the P5 sort of mark if he gets the last sector right. He's still aligned now. P7 followed by Rafa. Up to
Rafa?
P2.
P2.
Big lap from Rafa. Big lap from
As we
Rafa.
got Luke Aston Martin currently running P8.
He's
Let's
more
see
than
if
5
he can
tenths up. This is a really. Oh! What happened there?
How's he caught that?
Oh, P2. Yeah, he could have been off for something massive in one flat snap too.
Leo, the other one to watch. Oh, he's invalidated. He's going to be starting in the bottom 9 at least here in
Leo?
Austria. Yep, invalidated lap time as he crosses the line.
Wow.
William. Is he getting into the 2s? No. Not quite. He does improve once again, though. Both Red Bulls cross the line there. Light doesn't manage to improve position. It's going to be Runner now. Can he improve? He goes up into P5. Solid lap time by Roadrunner. And that is going to be Q3 over and done. William takes pole position for round 1 here in season 8. So you were right again with your prediction. Once again. I wasn't far off.
At the end though. He would. If he hadn't got a slide the last corner, I think it'd have been pretty close actually.
Yeah, but I don't think the snap was 3/10 worthy. William just got some insane pace around this track, or some insane pace in general. Who knows? As it is his first race here, I believe, is it?
Yeah, he's new.
Yeah, so hopefully a lot to offer, and maybe a challenge set to Viper if Viper isn't here today, which he isn't. So maybe round 2 could be that more interesting with.
Yeah, I'd love to see Viper and William race against each other, because Viper usually puts a lot of time on everyone in qualifying too, doesn't he? I've seen Viper do 3.1s in practice yesterday for a race that he wasn't even racing. So I mean, to do 3.1.
I was practicing with him yesterday.
Yeah, he was telling me about that actually just before he was with you, just before you joined me and Orca. So yeah, they would have been really, really close actually. So that could we could have a little. It should be entertaining between them, I think, if they both race.
Yeah, definitely a new title contender, I'd say, if he gets some more races in the season, because that is an absolute domination of a lap time. 3/10 clear of P2, but everything scored in the race, so we'll see if he can manage to translate his quali pace.
He's going to be one to watch for, because you never really see him down there. He's going to be crafting his way through the field.
Yeah, he's definitely should be hoping to fight his way back up, but one thing to watch out for in Austria is time penalties. That is the biggest killer on this track. So that is qualifying complete, as we will be going to the race. I do believe there's
I think we're doing a restart for Dune, maybe? I think we're doing a restart.
I think someone else joined the session, that's why.
Yeah, because it says the lobby's full.
Yeah, someone else joined, I can't remember who. So Ghoul is losing 4 tenths in the middle sector to William, Nova says, so that indicates Ghoul has definitely got a straight line speed set up. So the only bad thing about a restart is everyone will have
Fresh
fresh
tires.
tyres.
I think William would have saved a few as well. Actually, no, because he went out again at the end. But generally, it's the disadvantage of the guys that went out early, if you know what I mean. Usually going out early, you get the advantage of, oh yeah, you've got more sets for the race. You don't have that anymore.
Not too sure. One thing it also lets them do is if they wanted to change their, is it tyre allocation, where you can change from softer, balance, and harder?
You could, yeah, you could.
I don't think you ever
But I don't
want
think.
to go.
I think maybe people would just go balanced though, right? I don't. I certainly don't faff around with it anyway.
I don't mess about with that.
I especially wouldn't like going soft because the soft is just such an awful race tire.
Tell you what, I don't really like the hards around Austria either. I think the medium is definitely the superior tyre. But they just burn out so easily with how close you are to the cars in front and how many turns and fast pace turns are on the track. Alvin saying a soft medium strategy. Definitely need to be nursing them softs if you want to do them. Do you think we'll see anyone do a two-stop with no safety car?
Not with no safety car, no. Certainly not with no safety car. But if there is a safety car, yeah, obviously people are diving at the box, no doubt. Are you in the new lobby? Because I am not.
I am not at the moment. I'll see if I can
Get ourselves
get
in.
in. That'll be a good idea.
I think we're supposed to maybe.
I think I just joined Nova.
Yeah, we'll join people, see who's in it. There we go.
Yeah, Nova. Now, there's always one person on a restart who does forget to put their setup back on.
Yeah.
So, I can guarantee one person will be doing that. How did you do in the pre-season? Because
I got like a P4 and a P6 or something like that. A P4
Doing
was
this tier
P4, but it should have been P5 because someone left the session after the race and it DNF.
doing us
So I got
tier 2
P5
drivers
and a
proud.
P6. Yeah.
Representing us.
But I mean, there's less drivers on the grid, I think, then, and also maybe not. It would be more competitive now. People would be trying more, etc.
I'm definitely interested to see how this race will go and what tyres people pick to start on. I'd assume the Aston Martin of Luke will be going on trying to get a softer tyre than
Yeah, and
William.
Nicholas as well probably will try out for something softer.
As if Williams' pace and if quali race pace is anything like his quali pace, he's definitely going to want to get ahead of him as quickly as possible so he doesn't drive off into the distance there. My biggest shock was both Alfa Romeos, Rooster 15th and Leo P10.
Yeah, and you know what? They look really good. Leo, I mean, that was just a simple mistake, right? In validation, there's no way he's that actual pace. So it should be
No.
actually really interesting, especially trying Austria. You can make so many moves. It'll be really interesting to see him cut through the field. Actually, I'm looking forward to that.
And then, like you said, Machaki starting in the bottom five.
Machaki, yeah, he was having a great pace in preseason too. He's a little
So
OG legend for this league as well. He raced back in the day. He was amazing then too.
nothing more interesting than watching faster drivers start further back, more overtaking. Definitely not complaining about that. And another one to watch out for if he's got any of the pace like he did in Tier 2 is Dune.
Yeah, his race pace
If
is
he-
really strong, certainly.
he could probably take the soft tyres 36 laps. He is definitely one to watch. So, who are we waiting on?
William, I don't think is in yet. No, he is.
Both Alpines, one Haas, and one AlphaTauri. I guess we got two Yuki Tsunodas in the session. So I'm gonna go with just a straight prediction for the race. I think the Ghoul is gonna win.
I mean, I've got to back my drivers, right? So, of course, I'm going to back my drivers. And I think Orca will do a really good comeback drive too.
Where is Oka starting again now?
P12, I think. I think he went out on the U set in Q2. I think he was confident, but it was one of them. Yeah, Orca's rapid. He's a three-time T1 champ, the triple champion. I'm confident in his race ability. There's no doubt about that.
Or with will you be back in round 2 racing?
No, I don't intend on racing. Certainly not with these drivers I have, right?
I was gonna say you could make it, your first time in Tier 3 champ, first time in Tier 2, Tier 2 champ.
Yeah,
Let's go first time in Tier 1. Let's get
let's not give false hope, right? But if there was any race I
it's
would have
about
done, it would have been
confidence.
this race. But I'm certainly confident in what I did.
Alvin predicting a 1-2 Alpha in the chat. Definitely not out of the question. I mean, Rooster, we know the pace he has. Leo, we don't even need to talk about his pace because everyone knows the pace Leo has. Just out of position.
But yeah, I think the grid is not as a lot of people would have expected. So maybe that means we'll be seeing a lot of overtakes through the field. There's certainly a lot of people that want to prove a point and want to cut through that field as fast as possible. I think we saw a few shock exits actually. We saw Charlie Art go out. We saw Oka go out. Nick and P10. We see these type of drivers. They'll all want to get right up to the pack.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll see if the comeback drives happen, but the race is very different than qualifying, so it's all about trying to navigate your way through that traffic.
And the
starting
consistency.
a bit too far back.
You need the consistency. You cannot get around. If you're having these squabbles every go to 5 corners. It's one thing hooking up hook up a lap, right? It's another thing to convert. It's another thing to get it done in the race, especially with the added pressure.
And another thing that is going to be huge for each driver is what sort of setups they're running around this track, because straight line speed is always something to watch out for.
Certainly,
especially on a track like this.
But
Yeah,
I guess on higher wings would have benefited more in qualifying. Maybe you'd imagine over that.
Yeah, low wings I think benefit more in a race, especially if that driver's ahead of you.
You'd get more ERS back, and you would be faster on the straight. But I guess it would hurt your tires a bit more. There's pros and cons to both sides, right? So it'll be interesting to see where people go with that.
Exactly. what Oka says. Points are on a Sunday.
Copy
Well,
that.
this is technically our Sunday now, so we're going to see some points on the board. We're going to see who's going to be leading the championship in round 1 at least. So we'll definitely have a championship leader this race.
A lead man. You take what you can get.
Exactly. And anything you can take over Viper, you might as well take it, because he'll be back in round 2. But if William's here for round 2 as well, I can't wait to see them two go at it against each other. What track is round 2? I forgot off the top of my head.
Monaco.
Oh god. Oh no. Whose idea was that? Well, Austria is a place where you're trying to avoid to get the penalties. Monaco, the complete opposite, you're trying to avoid the walls. So it should be an interesting race there as well. Tell you who else I can see doing well is Nova. I think that was a surprise exit as well.
I mean Nova's definitely got pace. We know Nova's got pace. I can imagine him in the points certainly. 100% in the points. He'll be able to track out a few good results this season, no doubt about that. I got confidence in Nova.
As it looks like they're all readying up now, so we will be going into the lobby for the 5-minute break to strategize setups and toilet breaks. Well, that's what I use it for. So this could be quite impressive by William. Could be a, well, debut pole, could be a debut win, and on his debut could be leading the championship.
Certainly a nice way to start. You know, Viper on his first season in the league, I believe he did 4 races and won 3 of them. Viper's win rate in the league, I think, is well over 50%, which is crazy.
So the grid is set, just having a look through it now. Everyone at the moment obviously starting on the mediums. We'll see what everyone changes to in a second. At the moment the only person who has changed their tyres is Rooster. He's thinking the soft, and so is Leo. Leo's thinking soft.
Yeah, Leo's lower down than he would have wanted. He's trying to make up positions early, but I don't see the soft as anything of a decent race tyre around here. I really don't.
No, I see it melting after 2 or 3 laps, and that might be the best use you'll get out of it, unless they're hoping for an early safety car. Thunder, another one who's thinking about the soft compound tyre. Few people choosing the hard compound as well. But unfortunately no former tier 2 drivers managing to break that top 10. The highest up one being Nova, followed by Rooster, 14 and 15. And Dune 18th.
A lot of people,
So the
the
only-
bad guys just opting for the hard tire. Either they just want to go as long as they can. That'll take you to. Yeah, more
Thunder.
people obviously opting for the medium. Thunder. There's a lot of people like to play the bluff, you know. A lot of people like to change last minute. And me being one of them, don't get me wrong. But a lot of people like to change the tire last minute, you know, don't give your game away.
Me, I'm an open book. You see what
No,
tyres
no.
I'm starting on. I'm
See what
starting
you
on
get,
them.
yeah.
As I do believe Yuki Tsunoda disconnected from the session now.
I don't think he'll be able to actually he might be able to re-overtake on the formation lap actually.
So a bit more talk about real F1. What do you think of the stake car?
What am I thinking of? What?
The stake F1 team car.
The F1 team car. Nah, and me not like.
The lime green.
Nah, too much for me. You think I'm staying up for the Australian Grand Prix or no?
Oh yes, I've had no sleep for the past 2 days. I've been up both days.
Yeah, honestly, similarly, my sleep schedule will probably mean I'm probably awake during that race anyway. So.
Yeah, I've
we'll
had
do that.
2 hours in the last 48, so I might as well stay up for this. As I do believe they have readied up here as we underway the formation lap. Right, let me just get everything that I need up and clear up the screen. So, going through the tyre usage, only 2 drivers opting for the soft compound. That's going to be Thunder and Nova. Brewster changing last second. And the majority of the rest of the grid is going to be medium and hard compound tyre users. Starting on the front 2, both medium, so equal starts for them 2. Followed by Rafe on the hard, Luke on the medium, Roadrunner hard, Shaney medium, Thunder soft, Light, Minty both opting for the medium tyre, Leo and Charlie both opting for the hard. Bit surprising for Leo there as he's starting a bit further back, as the possible strategies are up on screen there for anyone who wants to see. OMG OKA on the medium, Senor Pepe on the hards, Nova soft compound, Rooster on the medium, MKK,
There isn't a
Michaki
fair
and
split in
Doom
this grid.
all on hards, yeah, and Yuki
there's a lot of
Tsunoda
the-
mediums.
Interesting that quite a few of the faster guys who are further down the grid would have wanted your Leos, your Charlie Arcs. They're up to go longer in the stint rather than try and make positions early.
Yeah, it's definitely a mixed grid here. The front 2 will be looking to try and pull away. So you got a hard runner behind them. You want to be trying to pull the distance there. As Rafa actually disconnects from the session there.
No, Rafa. Just not a time to. If I haven't added, I'll get him straight back. I don't think I do. Or do I? No, surely I do. Oh, I do. I invite him. I invite him. But I think I don't think he'll get his car in lap 1, but hopefully he won't lose many positions. I really hope that doesn't screw because Rafa did an amazing qualifying, bless him. But let's on at the start of the race.
As 5 red lights. And we're underway here in Austria. It's a good start by William. He does take maintain the lead as all squabbling around for position now. Rafa has dropped down. There is a spin behind. It is Shaney round. Shaney facing the wrong way.
At the rear of the field. Up to P6 already.
Oka getting the start he needs. As Shaney facing the wrong way. He's got some time to make up now. I don't think it was any damage for him, fortunately. As Leo does
top speed.
Leo stays ahead of Charlie there.
Leo
Managing to
against 3
maintain
position. Charlie against 3. Oka against 6. Charlie's going to have a go on the outside of Leo. Doesn't quite get it.
And that was a dramatic way up to the line, and it looks like they're all starting to follow suit now as Nova change of plan. He's looking to get past Rooster as quickly as possible using those soft compound tyres.
Yeah, he's going to make positions early, and he's going to get even more positions on a big undercut. Is Nova. That's the plan he's going for. Nova to the inside, surely not there. Yeah, smart racing, Nova, smart racing. You do not send it at these sort of corners. Oh, is that
not a great exit? And Michaki.
Yeah, Michaki already gained a fair few places. Put Rafa right at the rear of the field because it would not let him rejoin. I feel so bad for Rafa, but I have invited him back.
Leo looking for a move on OKA, just slot behind, not willing to dive it up the inside there. Would definitely not be warranted space from that distance. As now going through the third DRS zone. DRS obviously not activated yet. Roadrunner to the inside of Thunder here, trying to get the better of a soft runner. Can he manage to make it stick? Traction's going to be difficult for the Ferrari on the hards, and he does manage to get past Thunder on the softs. Maybe the softs not doing what Thunder requires, because OKA all over the back of him now. Looking through the rest of the grid, Thunder actually trying to make back that position on Roadrunner now. Is he able to do that? He's going to have DRS for the next straight. Hopefully my timings are fixed by then. Yes, they are. So now Thunder, he's going to have DRS, but so is Roadrunner. He's a lot closer. Slipstream's going to be strong on the Ferrari. He is not going to deploy the battery. However, Roadrunner doesn't have too much left. I'll drop you an invite back to a lobby.
Yeah, no, I left because I need to add someone to invite them back. And you can't add people during the session.
Okay, to the outside of Thunder, nothing doing there. As Light has lagged out.
Is everyone lagging out? Not everyone, it's only two or three actually, but...
Well, yeah, Light no longer in the session. I do not have him added.
I will have him on Xbox, but I'm trying to add Harmless.
I was looking through the rest of the grid, seeing who else is making moves. It is going to be Leo Meyer swooping to the inside, swooping back to the outside. He's not finding a way past this Mercedes at the moment of OKA. But he's all over the back of him now, deploying that battery. He's seen the back of that Mercedes for too long, and now he wants to get ahead. He is holding the inside line. OKA not letting it go easily at all, as trying to hold it around the outside. A big squeeze by Leo, and that is going to be him moving up into P5. And oh, there's a huge crash. Charlie Ark and OKA come together.
Oh no,
OKA not missing any of the front wing, but Charlie missing a huge part of it. Both dropping down to 8th and 9th place. Now down to 10th for Oka, as he might actually have damage, but no visible damage on that front wing.
Nah, that's so unfortunate.
Williams still leads the race as we come back to our top runners, see how they're getting along. And DRS is going to be everyone's best friend.
Yeah, Charlie
Williams tows them along. Charlie Pitts, it is going to be a wing change for the Ferrari driver. OKA seems to get out unscathed. But the AlphaTauri of Minty has dropped out of DRS of the drivers ahead. So they are not going to be getting pulled along with that train now. Going to have to think about moving up past Minty once again. Rooster, I do believe he has just swept past Nova there. Nova's softs will start to be going off soon. Not the greatest race tyre to be on, but he has made up some places with him. There's Michaki looking at the back of that Williams, looking for a move, nothing doing. OKA trying around the outside of turn 4 once again. Nothing happening once again. Looking at Leo Meyer, he's all over the back of Thunder. Thunder's softs will be soon going off. He's having to deploy that battery to keep within the DRS range of Roadrunner ahead. Leo already up into P6. It could be P5 if Thunder does drop out of this DRS range. all over the back of the Haas here. You just get a way better exit. The Haas goes wide, and Leo goes through. Straight into P5, deploying some of that battery. He needs to get in that DRS range. He is below that critical 10% now, though, so he's going to have to charge that battery back up. Thunder on a 3-second time penalty at the moment. OKA going at it with Rooster, and oh, Rooster deploying that battery. He does not want to let go.
Invite him back again, please.
Okay. And OKA getting dropped by Rooster as well. Does he have some minor wing damage? I'm not 100% sure. Is Nova? Where's he came from? I saw front wing come out of nowhere, and he's going to take the position, dropping OKA out of the top 10. William no longer leading the race. That was the one that I missed. It is now former Kitten or Luke in the Aston Martin leading this race, and William in P2. The Mercedes both dropping positions, but William's still definitely up there. Could it be tactical? Could it be saving the battery? We'll soon find out, as he chooses to stay behind the Aston Martin at the time being. Rooster getting past Minty here. However, this will give Minty DRS on the next straight, but it is a bad exit. OKA's round. He's been spun by Michaki. OKA down to 17th. It's going to be 18th as Shaney does make the pass on him now. 2 times OKA has been spun around this race. It's not going at 100% his way. Still 30 laps to go. He's got time to come back. He's just got to hope for his strategy. As Rooster is dropping positions massively. No left side of his front wing. Pardon me, sorry. Rooster, yep, losing most of his front wing as he dives into the pit lane, and that's a huge miss of a pit lane. And he might even get penalised for that. As William, tired of seeing the back of the Aston Martin, here he comes down the inside, squeezing Luke right to the outside of the track. He's going to get DRS again. Luke has to stay behind. Does the German of Ghoul think of making a move in this Red Bull? No, he's going to stay behind. They're trying to pull the distance, but it doesn't matter because Roadrunner is right tucked in behind him. Nova versus the Red Bull of Light. Huge slide by Nova. Those softs aren't doing him any favours here, as Impulse making up some positions, but dropped back down by MKK. He's had a good start of the race as Impulse, up 6 positions at the moment. So, Oka, tell me if I'm right. Am I right with Oka, or?
What about, yeah, Oka, what about him?
Oka, right.
Just,
I was being told off by Krazu.
Oka.
Yes, I was saying OKA.
Yeah, Oka either. It's fine.
Right, just checking who is leading, and it is going to be
Yeah,
Luke once again.
Leading. With the other Luke just behind us too.
Not great that they're both close together as Shaney goes up into P15 as Rafa is still not in the session, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't mind back.
Oh, that's a huge spin! Both
Who's that?
McLaren and Nova round.
And Mishaki?
Mishaki and Nova, yeah.
Yeah, both rounds.
So that is Dune up into the points. Dune is in P10. William, 3-second time penalty. That is a huge blow to the Mercedes driver. Because with how close this grid has been, 3 seconds definitely could drop him down a couple of places. I don't know if that's a legit penalty or not, but we'll assume it is for now as he chooses to stay behind Luke as he wants more DRS. Charlie Ark, another one who gets 3 seconds worth of time penalty. What can Luke do here? Is he going to defend? Is William going to stay behind? It seems that way. He doesn't want to pass yet. These 5 pulling away from the rest of the grid. 4-second gap to P6 of Senor Pepe in the Alpine. So it's going to be 5 different teams in that top 5, all fighting for this win and podium places at the moment. We'll see if anyone else can get up there. But this is a train we're going to focus on for now, unless Light can have something else to say about it on the back of Minty there, really close to the back through Sector 3. Let's see if Light can do anything. He's staying behind, he'll want the DRS. As there goes Roadrunner. The hards finally showing some level pace for the mediums, as I said. Now 10 laps old. Roadrunner moves into P3 as it's William and Luke side by side ahead of him. Both Mercedes powered cars. Who's going to come out on top? It is going to be William. William takes the lead of the race unless
But he needs to
Luke is going to dive it.
people because he's got a penalty.
Yeah, William's really got a...
Oh, William's dropped. Whoa. Oh
Good save there by the Mercedes driver.
Big save.
Bit early on the power it would seem, but managing to save it and drive on the grass. But will that be another warning? It might be there. I'm going to double check that if that is another warning. Yep, that is another warning. So not ideal for the Mercedes driver.
I think if he pushes battery, he could maybe drop him, but I don't think he's pushing it.
At the moment, still sat on basically 100% battery. He is not using any of that. He's happy just to gradually drive away from the rest of the pack. It is only going to be a 5-car fight at the moment, as there goes Luke straight back through. And William not fighting that one. Both wanting just to work together, as they do have a fast-paced Ferrari behind them, who is going to be on better tyres shortly. As William has actually changed his mind. He's dived down the inside of Luke. Scratch what I said before. These two are now fighting for position. Luke manages to hold it around the outside. And Leo up to P4. The Ghoul dropping off. Mediums not looking like the quicker tyre out of the hards and mediums now. It looks like it is starting to favour the hard compound runners as Leo and Roadrunner start making their way through the grid. William does look very high wing as a 3-second time penalty is distributed to Dune there. Thunder's done 12 laps on these softs. He's going to think about pitting soon. As is William thinking of going for another move. We're going to get on board with Runner behind. Let's see what happens. Is Luke going to go for the switchback? No, he is not. And that is going to be Luke with more DRS though. Is Runner going to force him to go for the move? He does. Luke's going for it. And he backs off last second, just trying to sell William the dummy there. William doesn't respond to it. As even whilst they fight a little bit, they are still pulling a gap to P6. That's how powerful the DRS is here. Once you're in it, you'll be being pulled along quite easily. As Thunder's tyres are dropping off, as I say that as we go on board from his 3-second time penalty. Just those soft tyres are basically not having it anymore, and he's fallen out of DRS range and lost the rear of the car. That should have been the lap he should have came in, he'll be thinking now, as he's deploying all his battery, 0%.
Other soft, I think, yeah, the GP box now, 100%. It's going too long for my liking.
I see he's hoping for a safety car, but it doesn't look likely. Here's Minty going for a move. No, he's going to stay behind. As Doom behind does go for a move on the other AlphaTauri. If you're not making moves, you're going to be losing them. And there goes Doom, goes straight through into P10. But is the AlphaTauri going to come back at him here? Doom running really low wings, it would seem. Just was not gaining down that straight. Now the big question is, when Oh, the pit stop's going to start coming in. William pitting.
Williams in.
William making sure he cannot be undercut.
And I love this tactic from William because he knows he's got a penalty. He's
Leo.
oh, Myers off! Woo! Nicholas is off. Nicholas dropped out to some positions. I don't know what happened, but I saw him off. But actually, as I was saying, I actually like this tactic from William. He's got a 3-second penalty. He needs the undercut to try to drop these people because you drag them along, they'll all beat you at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fun to
Simply for the
retires in the pit
penalties.
lane.
Yeah, I think he was having a rough one there.
The one worry for William, is he going to be out?
Yeah, he needs to get
Shaney.
fully now. Ahead of Shaney, ideally.
Yes, he is ahead of
How
Shaney.
clean is
That's
that
exactly
clean
what
in
I need.
there? Oh, it's very clean. Look at that.
You got a
He's going
3.8
through.
second.
But on the new
gap
tires,
to
he should catch
work.
that fairly fast. Was that a... Oh no, it's Thunder's car. It's not on the circuit.
MKK going for a move on Dune here. He's not liking the rear of the McLaren after he passed him
Oh my.
last lap.
Well, Machaki wanted DRS, but he lost so much time in getting it.
And Machaki behind OKA. These two did come together before, and this time Machaki goes through on the inside. OKA doesn't look trying to fight it as he is on the hard compound tyre. As Luke does stay out.
I think William very
And so
shortly
does
is
he.
going to get himself in traffic.
I think that's what Luke and the other top
William
three
also
are
burned
banking
all of
on.
his battery. Remember how we said he had 100%?
Yeah, but he's gonna join Impulse and
Which is a
Doom.
very... I like this tactic from William a lot. Because he has to do this. He needs to get as much as he can to these guys. He has to not have them dragged along the DRS.
Yeah,
The problem is
100%.
he's going to be all over the back and Leo, Dune, next lap, and he's going to get stuck behind these guys.
Minty and Light come together.
Minty and Light was
Just yeah, pushed each other off a track. They're going to drop into DRS range of the 3 cars behind them. William will not be liking that.
William will be stuck behind us, I think, unfortunately.
That's going to be an even bigger train than William would have liked to encounter, as Luke, the ghoul, has came into the pit lane here. He's had enough of the mediums. He should be coming out in clean air, I'd expect, as Minty also does dive into the pit lane.
The other Luke, yeah.
Roadrunner going for the move on Luke.
Williams
in the
going for a
Aston
double
Martin.
overtake. Gets Dune. And he's going to get the
deploying that
battery
battery.
as well, but he's going to give them DRS, so I think he's going to lose the position.
Doom.
Doom?
Oh, I thought
go
Doom
for
was
that.
going to go straight back from down the inside.
Thing is, I
of him
think
there.
I think they're going to pass William. Actually, no, because William's got so much pressure tyres, right? He just got to win on the exit.
Unless Doom goes for
And Luke Guy,
pretty audacious
Luke
Ricardo.
Guy is a fair bit behind this now as well too. So William and Luke Guy was with the group before, so it's good for William to try with the guy.
As Luke is going to pit now as well.
Yeah, former kitten in Leo Meyer. Leo
so
Meyer
is Leo.
past Luke. Put the pit entry.
I don't.
I think he must have passed
see
Luke,
anything.
right?
I don't know if Luke. I don't know. I didn't see anything on my end. I was focused on Luke going into the pit on
Yeah,
the,
Luke's passed
not on the onboard.
him, I believe.
As William will go into the lead of this race by a significant margin. That is a huge gap he's got.
Who is the
And
guy?
that-
Runner? Oh, where are we at about here? Looking.
Yeah, that is going to be. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda going down the inside of Light. Oh, all wrong
that
on the
contact?
brakes.
Yeah.
Straight into Minty. Okay, looking to make up the positions he's lost, unfortunately. Impulse is
Walk up the
ahead.
inside of Light? Not quite.
Impulse is
Impulse Neo.
ahead of Luke Guy.
Yeah.
So
Neo could play as a nice
If
little
he
block here.
can-
Neo's got full pack as well on the battery, and he has DRS ahead, so he could be very hard to pass for this group behind. I said Luke is going to make a light work, I think. Retirement. VSC. Oh, the guys that haven't pit now will benefit massively.
Road Runner, is he around the track enough?
Massive beneficiary. Massive beneficiary.
It depends how long this VSC stays out. I mean, he's already...
It should be long enough, you'd imagine.
They've already cleared the car there. It's a lot quicker than I thought they would.
And they usually tend to start enough, I think.
It's just that Runner was on the other side of the track, so it is... He'll definitely get in with the virtual safety car.
They're in the pits. They're certainly getting something if the Bucks here are.
This is not what
it's
William
definitely
would
the
have
smart call
wanted to see.
Box, Runner, and Pepe. Yeah, Runner's lined up the pit lane.
Runner's in.
Completely logical mix, and I think he's going to get massive benefit from this.
Pepe also in. And you would have thought MKK and Dune are going to follow him in as well.
It's not ending.
MKK.
This is massive for Runner. Massive for
MKK in, Dune in. Luke continues. I mean, De Gaulle, sorry. William. Where is he going to slot out? He is going to be
Nicholas Leo
drive-through penalty.
Yeah, Nicholas Leo, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
But
Nicholas,
look how much Runner's gained from this. Runner's P2, like, way ahead of the other group. That would have got the undercut on him.
And he's on the quicker tyres.
Runner is in a fabulous position to win this race now.
And he only needs 3 seconds. Leo is going to be
He always got to do is catch 9/10 on the fresher tyre. This is Runner's to lose for me now. But Leo drive-through has put a big dent in his race.
And it is going to drop him outside the top 10 when he goes to serve that.
He's certainly a driver that can make up for it.
When is he going to serve it though? He definitely don't need to serve it yet, but is it best to get over and done with?
Yeah, no, it depends where you filter out, because I think if he wants to try and get the gap so he's not behind as many people. So I imagine he'll start at another lap or two. Yeah, which he does.
So huge gains by Dune, MKK.
And he goes to the fastest lap as well, does Leo.
Wanting to show his pace before he unfortunately will drop a bit further down the grid. Well, he is dragging along the Ghoul and Luke behind. In fact, Luke just dropping out of DRS there, not going to be ideal for the Aston Martin driver.
Yeah, but I imagine he will be able to get back into it, unless these other guys really burnt a drop him. Runner,
down the inside.
This is Runner's to lose. Look, Runner's making good inroads already. He only has to get another 2 turns. The VSC has gained him so many seconds worth of time.
And then he has a spin through turn 3, drops down to P10 from P8. Yeah, Runner, he should have this race, well, maybe in the bag if he can stay on top of his penalties as well. Leo comes into the pits now. The Aston Martin of Luke is going to have to do a lot more against the Ghoul to get back in that DRS. He doesn't want to burn the battery, that's all the problem is. And the Ghoul ahead does have a bit more battery. Runner's still closing in on William. Where did wait, Leo filtered out in P6.
Wait, did he serve it?
Yeah, ahead
wow,
of
they must have really had the gap. Wow. And he gets out nicely just ahead. Nice, beautifully timed.
That is Luke. De Gaulle, sorry. 3 second time penalty. That is 2 of the top 5 we had with 3 second time penalties now. William and Ghoul. Music to Luke and Runner's ears. Meaning they don't need to push as hard as they would be. They see the 3 second time penalty. They know what they need to be in now. Leo is a blessing in disguise for the drivers like Light, MKK, Minty, and Dune, Impulse, just pulling them all along. The faster driver, just pulling him away from P12 of Shaney, trying to get in that DRS range as well. Dune dives round the outside. You don't normally see a move around the outside if he can manage to get the traction, which he can't quite. He's got no battery left in the tank, and that's Impulse pulling away now. Runner, the gap is coming down.
Yeah, it will do. The tyres are so much fresher and the better compound.
But it's a question of, are his tyres going to stay this quick for long? Normally we saw around lap 10 the difference, but of course William 5 laps older tyres. Leo, 3 seconds. So that's not ideal for the Alfa Romeo driver. Okay, a 3-second time penalty as well. The penalties are now starting to rack up a bit as Charlie Ark sets the fastest lap of the race so far, 105.2. Do believe that is Impulse going around Minty. Dune diving down the inside from, I thought it was almost 2 tenths back. I'm surprised he almost got that across the line. Minty flashing ahead, meaning he's below that 10%. Dune goes to the outside, to the inside. And straight down the inside, they come together. A bit argy-bargy by Dune, but pushes Minty away, and Dune lets him back through.
Yeah, he gave him the position
Driving
back. He
Dune.
felt it was an unfair move, I guess.
Yeah, it was a bit late on the brakes there, but respectful driving by the McLaren driver, letting the AlphaTauri straight back through. Charlie Ark 3 seconds as well. Yeah, but here comes the time penalties as they come rolling in. Runner is now going to have DRS on William. DRS activated, ERS activated in the slipstream to the inside line. Swooping ahead of the Mercedes in the braking zone. Runner is your new leader of this race, and it is definitely his race to lose.
Yeah, I think it's a very simple win from Renault. He benefited so many seconds with the VSC. He should probably be able to actually drop William too.
We'll see if he's going to manage to do that, as William is going to be in that DRS range, which is going to be what Runner is trying to get him out of, but definitely not doing it this lap. And we've got Luke in P3 now. If he can home in on William, he does have...
I don't think he'll home in as
fresher
much though,
tyres.
because don't get me wrong, he's got the fresher tyres, but William has Runner in the sense of DRS. But I guess
No, it's true.
Luke guy and the two Lukes can work together, I guess, too.
Well, the one thing Luke has over William is there is no 3-second time penalty for the Aston
Yeah,
Martin
certainly.
as of
Actually,
yet.
you raise a very good point. I think he can probably get in that 3-second range. Luke doesn't even have
those
a warning.
penalties. Yeah, penalties have started to fall though, as Leo and Light come together there.
Oh, is that a... Yeah,
Light saw the move
losing a lot of
on, dived down
positions
the inside, and comes together with the rear right tyre of that Alfa Romeo. Not too sure who was at fault there. I joined that a bit late. As William managing to stay with Runner, that's exactly what he needs, just to be pulled away from Luke. That's his only threat behind for time penalty wise. Now MKK behind Leo, just using him to pull him along. Light trying to make up the positions that he's lost on his 3-second time penalty for Light and Machaki, both exceeding track limits.
The track limits are hard around here, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it's who's going to get the most. That's what it normally ends with. There could be a few more warnings on the board as we see Nova then also get a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, as it looks at the moment, Luke is dropping off the back of William, and William has been pulled away by a runner, which is ideal for the Mercedes driver, as we have 8 laps remaining, I believe. Rooster and Nova seem to be going at it at the back of the pack now, as those two close in on each other. Nova on 17 lap old tyres though. I don't think he's going to be much of a match for Dune here. As having a look at the rest of the grid, William really close to the runner now.
Yeah, I think by the end of the race, the pace will become equal. I think that William can win on track, but I don't see him beating runner for penalties. No chance.
No, not without 3-second time penalty.
Unless runner gets one himself, but I doubt. His goal to just caution. Now, runner doesn't even have a warning. It's been a nice race for him.
Okay, gets out of Shaney as well, but Shaney wants to come back at him. They want some fighting to happen, so down the inside goes Shaney. Okay, with the traction on the outside, Shaney burning the battery. Okay, still wants to continue this fight. As down the inside goes the Mercedes driver, and I'm saying it wrong again. Apologies, Oka. And that is going to be Oka dropping down to P14 as he's trying around the outside of Shaney here and backs out of it. I was going to say that would be a risky move with William now really close to the back of runner. Is he going to think about a move soon? As Leo gets overtaken by MKK there. As he's deploying all the battery he can. He wants to be back ahead of that AlphaTauri as quickly as possible. Not wasting any time as the Alfa Romeo, as ahead he goes. Viper in the chat saying runner is cooking. And at the moment it would definitely seem like that way.
Pepe, 3 seconds. And he was homing in a lot too, because obviously he got the box of the VSC. Pressure tyres.
Right. Yeah, getting penalties up, it seems like the most people I've got is 6 seconds. Dune does have an additional 5 seconds. I think it was for ignoring yellow flags, I'm not 100% sure. But the William, Luke, Senor Pepe and Liam Meyer all have 3-second time penalties.
Yeah, and Luke Guy wants to get on with this. Up the inside of Formica. Bit of contact, wheel bang, hard racing in my opinion.
They're definitely still going at it as he backs out there, doesn't want to get on.
That's smart racing, especially because he doesn't have penalties. He doesn't need the position. Very smart racing, I like it.
As William still behind runner. I wouldn't be surprised if he sits behind him all race here, just because you don't really need to overtake him. You've got that 3-second time penalty. Your only hope is if runner does get one. If we check runner now for warnings.
He had none last time.
Yep, still clean.
Yeah, runner's had a very nice clean. But the thing is, he knows he doesn't have to risk anything now. It's just... Because look, the 2 guys behind him both for penalties. Just nice and calm runner needs to be. Nice and calm.
And he doesn't need to push 100% either, but Luke is going for a move on Luke. But I think the Ghoul is deploying the battery and just stays ahead going into turn 4. Looking a bit further back, Leo Meyer being overtaken by MKK again. He's deploying the battery. He wants to be back ahead, and it is not. Oh, huge send by Leo. Locks up the front wheels. And has he made that stick? He's not yet. As MKK around the outside, Leo pushing him out. And a bit forceful there, but he does move back into P6. Impulse, another driver managing not to get a penalty here, who is going to benefit massively from it. Don't
Yeah,
get penalties,
certainly.
you will be rewarded. There's a spin. Leo's round.
Oh, safety.
No,
No,
no
just yellows.
damage.
Leo,
Yeah, P13.
Leo. It's been such a painful race for Leo, man.
And that
Oh yeah,
is,
he was doing really well. Got that drive-through penalty, and now it's round.
And he's got a damaged front wing as well, as he did clip the wall. And that is going to be no points for Leo in round 1. Unless a miracle happens, but at the moment I'd assume it is 0 points as Dune down the inside of Light. This could be an amazing move and bit of contact. And I think Dune might have it as he goes swooping around the outside, and that's a move done on the Red Bull. Moving into P9. He's had a really impressive race here for moving up from Tier 2 to Tier 1. And already scoring points in his first full season in Tier 1, it would seem. But can he hold it for the rest of the race? William, going for a move on winner. He's tired of.
You believe him? He needs to get past, but he won't get through. He won't be able to drop him, I don't think. He doesn't have the levels of battery, and the tyres are old, and just all these other factors. I don't see Runner can't lose 3 seconds in 3 laps. No, on the better tyres, no chance, right? Williams' tyres are cooked. They're 18 laps old already. Runner's got a very nice fresh set of mediums on him. That's Leo retires from the session.
So, all the attention on P1 and 2 now for probably the remainder of the race. We'll see if these guys can manage to have a bit of a fight. I don't think Runner will even really want to go for a move here. He doesn't need to. He can sit behind. But the one worry you always have of as a driver is, will that penalty get removed? We know it won't. Runner doesn't know it won't.
And I don't think it won't get removed, right? Because he has another warning too, right? After that, you said.
It definitely won't get removed.
Oh no, he has a penalty. He has a penalty and 2 warnings. So he needs to be careful he doesn't get a third. He needs to be careful he doesn't get another 3 seconds.
Yeah, otherwise
which at the
he
moment
will
we're still
drop
keeping
into
P2, but
yeah, he's not far enough back at the moment.
Yeah.
He should be
William
fine.
has certainly impressed on debut though. But
It's
it's just
fully
really,
paced.
really unfortunate about the virtual look, because I do believe that gives Runner the win. But we're well played Runner. He's in the race at the right time.
Light retired.
Yeah, in the pit lane, I believe, right?
Yeah, I thought he was still in the top 10.
Yeah,
I
a lot
thought,
of people call it a day, man. You know, I don't believe you should try to see it out to the end, but.
Dune also in the pits. He must have. Oh yeah, he had damage, so he is not going to score points on debut. Looks like I have jinxed him a little bit.
Who'd you jinx? Dune.
Dune, yeah. I said, oh, he's going to score points in his first full season in Tier 1 from Tier 2, and fortunately not. As William not having much ERS left to play with. Luke around the outside of the Ghoul with DRS once again. Is he going to go down the inside? He's showing good straight line speed. Is he going to dive it? He is a bit hesitant. A half-hearted move there. Didn't want to fully go for it as he catches it on exit. Runner versus William. Luke almost within that 6-second range of William, so he wants to be a bit careful just in case he does get that final warning. There is still 1 more lap, so it can happen. The question is, does Runner want to win this on track?
He doesn't need to. He really doesn't need to. There's no need for Runner to try something else. Oh my, he tried something good. What are you doing?
He's almost spun the Mercedes round there. Very lucky to keep it in a straight line, and I think that will be him not going for another move here. Surely not. He's closing in. He's burning all his batteries, diving down the inside. He is not hesitating at all. He wants to win it on track. William backing out there. He's definitely happy with a second place rather than dropping down.
Yeah, but I think Runner could get a 3-second penalty for that, but so then he would still win this on track now.
Yeah, probably. Very lucky that William didn't spin there. It was a bit of a aggressive move there by the Ferrari.
But Runner's about to cross the line.
And here he comes to cross the line to win round 1 here in Season 8. On track and by the penalty, William takes P2, and it is going to be Luke in P3, followed by the Ghoul P4, Senor Pepe P5. Now MKK looking to try and keep P6. I'm not sure about penalty situations, so we're about to see a big change of positions, it would seem. So Impulse, P6 from P20.
Yeah, mega from
amazing
Neo.
drive.
Mega from Neo.
MKK P7, Charlie Ark P8, OKA P9. Michaki, can he get P10 or is he going to drop down? We're going to see Cheney P10. And I do believe that is your finishing order in terms of penalties. Of course, there will be some steward inquiries after this, for sure. As it was definitely... Oh, and Nova takes fastest lap there, just to top it off. Of course, no points for that not being in the top 10, but definitely something else you can get as your Neo driver of the day. I don't blame the game for picking him at all.
Drive.
20 to P6, up 14 positions, an amazing drive by Neo. So I'm not sure, do interviews here or do we just end the
If you like, I don't mind. If you want to call it a night, I'm fine with that.
My throat is something else right now. My throat is not there. So there is your final look at how this has finished. We do have Runner P1 taking home 25 points by the looks of things. William P2 for Mercedes on debut of the league. Great drive by him. His qualifying pace, something else. Unfortunate with the VSC there. And completing your podium places, it is going to be Luke for Aston Martin. Very interesting race for round 1. As there's the rest of the grid outside the top 10. But a great drive by a runner for Ferrari, taking home 25 points. And I do believe that is it for round 1, and I'm not sure if there is I'm assuming people are commentating tomorrow tier 2, which is at the same time, 8:30. So I'll see you all then.